Okay, so we started talking about angle relationships, and so the sheet that you have are the notes that we're going to take. So we're going to use these map colors in a little bit to help identify some of the angles and things like that. A right angle has 90 degrees, an acute angle is less than 90, an obtuse angle is more than 90, a straight angle is 180 degrees. You guys wrote this stuff down on Friday, and so you should have written it down. So we're going to go, what I did was I took what is on the front of your notes here, and I broke it out into pieces. So a right angle is 90 degrees. Acute angle is that. Then you have other types of angles, and a straight angle is 180 degrees. So what I'd like you to do, we're going to go straight to the next thing. Okay, so a vertical angle is angles that are across from each other. So I want you to get one color. And we're going to label the vertical angles. So angle 1, and I don't care if you color it in or whatever, but angle 1 and angle 2, they are the same measurement. So if I told you, and I just made up a number, and I said that angle 1 is 10 degrees, what would angle 2's measurement be? 10 degrees, okay? So what I want you to do is the same color on both sides, and then I want you to write an equal sign above the middle there, right there at that point. So this point, what did we call this point a while ago?
Vertex.
We called it the vertex. So angles that are across from each other, they have the same measurement. So the word congruent means same. So if it's 40 degrees, the other one's 40 degrees. If it's 90, the other one's 90. If one of them, if I told you angle 1 is 30 degrees, and angle 2, or if I told you angle 1 was x plus 10, then angle 2 is x plus 10. Oops, not 2, 10. So the way that we would write that out is angle 1 equals angle 2. Does that make sense? Does it make sense or not?
Yes.
Okay, because if this is 10 degrees, then that's 10 degrees. So 10 equals 10. But if I didn't put a number in there and I gave you an algebra equation, you would make them equal to each other. Okay. All right, the next one was adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are two angles. It doesn't matter where they are, so long as they share the vertex and they're side by side. So you're going to get one color, and you're going to highlight angle 1, and you can color it in. I don't care what you do. And angle 2, is angle 2 the same measurement? No. It could be, but in this case it's not. So adjacent angles are two of them that are side by side. They have to share the same, they have to share one same line segment. So an example would be this line right here in the middle is the line that they share. Good? No? But y'all are going to have to work a little bit faster. Okay. Now can I move on? Okay. All right. Okay, complementary angle. So complementary are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. So angle 1 has a measurement, and angle 2 has a measurement. So you got two different colors there. They could both be the same size, but in this case, we don't know because I didn't give you a measurement for those two. But they do equal 90 degrees. So I'm gonna take what I colored in there out, and I'm gonna say that this is a little star, a little asterisk. And then this is a check mark, okay? I'm gonna give you symbols just to kind of help you out. And the little asterisk plus the check mark is gonna equal how many degrees? 90 degrees. So that's how you see it. So if I actually put numbers in here, if I put 30 and 15, that would equal, or 45 and 45, that would equal 90. Make sense? Okay. All right. The next one is supplementary angles. So they have to equal 180 degrees. So you've got angle 1 and you've got angle 2. And like I said, for purposes of just showing you what mathematically is happening, I'm just gonna put them as an asterisk and a check. So the asterisk plus the check mark is going to equal what? It would equal 180 because this is a straight line. Pretty simple, right? Stuff that I think you may have started it in 5th grade, but I know you got it last year in 6th grade.
Yeah, we did.
Good? All right. Okay, so we've got this mess of something right here, and if we wanted to, we could draw an imaginary circle around it, and my drawing isn't that perfect, but that's what we're working with. This whole thing equals 360 degrees. The whole circle does. So the question is asking us to name a pair of adjacent angles. We'll look at the front of your paper, and where are our adjacent angles? Give me one adjacent angle. Or what is an adjacent angle? Basically.
VR.
Do what? You mean VR? That's a line from there to there. What is in between V and R?
U.
V, U, R. So angle V, U, R, and angle, if they're adjacent, they're side by side. We could also use this one. Angle R, U, S. So they're side by side, right? Are there any other adjacent angles in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one, and this one. There's so many different adjacent angles, I can't give you all of them at the same time. But that's just an example, and notice how we put the vertex in the middle. That's how we label our angles. Good? Okay. So the next one says to give a pair of vertical angles. So I need two angles that intersect each other. So can you give me one, Cadence? Say that one more time, buddy.
V and W.
V and W are not intersecting whatever. Give me it's 3 letters that you have to use. B-U-T. No.
W-U-R.
No.
V-U-S.
No. Guys, what are intersecting angles? They have to look like this. So I need an angle that's like that and like that. That's what I'm looking for. So what do you got, Hayden?
V-W.
You have to give me 3 letters. Oh, I didn't hear the U, sorry. VUW, and what's its congruent side or vertical side? No. RUS. Because this line and this line cross, so that means those two angles equal each other. Okay. So what did he say? VUW, an angle RUS. So there's my vertex. It's kind of hard to see when you have several angles like that, but you do need to be able to recognize where the vertical angles are. Does that make sense? There is another vertical angle in here. So where was it that I put WUS? So this angle right here, WUS, and this one. Those two are the same angle. So whenever you're working on your assignment a little bit, you'll be able to, I'll take whichever ones you get. You only have to get one. So name a pair of complementary angles. Complementary angles have to add up to what? 90 degrees. So somebody give me one angle that's part of it, other than the, what give me, Jordan?
RUT or
RUT. So angle R, U, and T. And what's its other angle that would give you the 90 degrees? Yeah, we got to think about what does complementary mean. It has to equal 90 degrees. It's two angles that equal 90 degrees. So is RUT part of two angles? Charlie. BUT, no. Aiden?
SUT.
Okay. SUT, and this angle right here is angle RUS, not RUT, okay? Because this angle is 50 degrees, and this angle, we don't know what that angle is, but we could figure it out. And they both add up to 90 degrees. Good? Okay, and a pair of supplementary angles, so it has to equal 180 degrees. Anna. VUR, so angle VU and R. So I would use your colored pencils. I would not be. And what else, Charlie? Not VUS. This whole thing right here equals 180. So what part did we not use, Mason? Say that again. No. We're talking about this angle right here, V, U, and R. What is the other part of that angle that makes 180 degrees? Oh my goodness, Landon. No. Well, yeah, I guess yes, that one could. That one could work. So you could also use angle BUW. But both of them have to equal 180 degrees. The one I was looking at is this one because it's simple to see. There's your straight line, and there's R, U, and S. Okay. The issue we might have is that we're not going to be paying attention to the words. Okay, so now it says find the measure of V,
Skipped on.
U, and W.
You skipped the VUR.
VUR.
Okay, so let's find the measure of VUR. So the measure of V, U, and R, we don't know what that measure is, okay? But what do we know about one of the angles around it? Charlie?
RUT is, RUT or RUS is 50 degrees.
RUS, so angle RUS plus angle V, U, and R so angle RUS and angle V, U, and R have to equal what? Have to equal 180. But Charlie said that angle R, U, and S is 50 degrees. Is she right? No, she is not. This angle right here is the 90-degree angle. And that is R, U, and T. So how do I figure out what R, U, and S is? If this whole thing is 50, if it's saying that, oh, I guess it is saying that that's 50 degrees. She's right.
How is that 50 degrees? Wouldn't that be 45?
No, this angle is 50 degrees, and this angle right here, S, oh my God, stop.
So 90 split.
This right here would be what? 45. 30, I'm sorry, 30. Because 50 plus 30 is 90. And so then it's 40 because I don't know how to add. Okay, let's do that again. Angle RUS is 50. Plus we're looking for this angle right here. So if this is 50, what does this have to be? So minus 50 on both sides, minus 50 on both sides. X is 130 degrees. Okay? There's too many distractions. I think that's why we're making mistakes. Okay? Not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying that I can't focus when y'all are making distractions as well. So let's try this one. V, U, W. So we're looking for V, U, and W. So angle V, U, and W. What would the measure of angle V, U, and W be? What do you think?
45 degrees.
Huh?
45 degrees because
Why do you think it's 45 degrees?
WT is a 90, so that turned on its side would make, or so WUT is 90 degrees and SUT is 45 and VUW is 45. So 45, 45, 90 plus WT would be another 90, makes 180.
So you're saying this is how
I'm gonna
much?
put it in 45.
Okay, I want you to, what do you think, Alexa?
I think it's 50 because WUT isn't a right angle.
WUT is a right angle,
angle.
okay? But look at this picture. This line right here and this line cross, to make this. So they're vertical angles. So if this one is 50 degrees, this one has to be 50 degrees. Okay, these two angles are the same. You have to pay attention to what those angles are. There's no math involved in this one at all. Good? And then I think the other one is SUT. Angle SUT. So in order to get angle SUT, you have to be able to find out what RST is. And RST, so that's 50 plus, we don't know what this one is, equals, how much does it equal? What do these two angles equal together? They equal to 90. So now subtract 50 from both sides. Angle X is 40 degrees. I know it's a little confusing. I may not be explaining it the best way, but you should be able to look at that and see what you should be able to use the vocabulary to help you out. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. Okay, so now we've got to find the value of x. So we're working in the middle now, and I've given you a plane here with an arc and then another measurement there. So we're going to say that this line right here is a straight line, which obviously I can't seem to draw a straight line. So a straight line equals how many degrees? 180. So this plus this should equal 180 degrees. So let's plug that in. 4x plus 2 plus 78 equals 180. Do you guys see what I just did? It's asking me to find the value of x. So I've put in this plus this is going to equal 180. Can you solve that now?
Yes.
What would you do first? How would you start to work this out to figure out how to get x by itself? Mason.
2 minus 2 is 70.
Nathan?
You do minus 78 and minus 2, and then subtract 80.
Right, you can combine the like terms. So what I would do first is put these two together. 72 plus 78 is what?
80.
So this is 4x plus 80 equals 180. So combine the things that look alike. And then now you solve this just as you would a two-step equation. We're going to subtract 80 from both sides. And what do you get?
25.
4x equals 100. And then what do you do next?
Divided by 4.
You divide it by 4 to get rid of the number in front of the variable. And when you do that, you get x equals 25 degrees. So this shouldn't be a surprise to you how to do this because we've been doing this part all year. This is the new part. Being able to look at a plane and see what they're asking you for and putting them together by knowing what type of angles they are. Good? The good thing is if you don't get it, you can always go watch the video. All right, so now it says to find the measure of both angles. Well, what was the answer to what we just did? X was 25 degrees, okay? The one right above it says find the value of x, okay? Oh, this one's further down. Yeah, it's further down. We'll just skip that one. Okay, this one says find the value of x. How would I set it up? A while ago when I gave you an angle like this, I said, these two angles are the same. So if this was 10 degrees, how much is this? And I made you write an equal sign in between, right? So that means that, and that's a true statement, right? So let's use the same strategy for that. X plus 16 equals 4x minus 5. So now not only are you having to combine just the basic like terms, you're going to have to combine everything that looks alike. So you're going to be shifting things back and forth. So let's combine the things that look alike. So we'll do exactly what we did before. Let's add the 5 to both sides. Those two cancel out. 16 plus 5 is what? 21. So this is now x plus 21 equals 4x. Do you see what I did?
Yeah.
All I did was combine the numbers that did not have a variable and put them on one side. So now I've got to take this x, subtract the x from both sides, and those two cancel out. 1x minus 1x is 0. What's left here is 21. 4 minus 1 is what? 3. Does everybody see where I got that? Okay, you're combining not just whole numbers, you're combining the variables also. So you've got 21 equals 3x. How do I get x by itself? Divide it by 3. So x equals 7. Okay? It's a lot of work, but what you've got, you know how to do this stuff. You know how to put things together and add and subtract. The skill that I'm teaching you now is, do you recognize that this is just equal to the other side? Does that kind of make sense? Okay, now it's going to ask you, what is the value of both angles, or the measure of both angles? So this angle, it's x plus 16. What did we get for x? We got 7. So let's plug that in. What's 7 plus 16? So this is 22 degrees. So I'm plugging the number back in to check to make sure that I got it right. Where did I get 16? It's in the problem. It should be 23, yeah. And then 4x minus 5. What did we get for x? 7. What is 4 times 7?
28.
And 28 minus 5 is? Oh, looky there. They're both the same degrees. They both equal each other. They're vertical angles. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I told you that a circle can turn into a square, right?
Yeah.
So a circle is 360 degrees. So every edge of a square is 90 degrees, which makes a square 360 degrees. But if I turned it into a triangle and cut it in half, 360 divided by 2 is what? 180. So a triangle has to equal 180 degrees. So now we're finding the value of x. So angle A is x. Angle B is x plus 10. And angle C is 40. So all those angles inside need to equal what? Yeah, the whole thing inside has to equal 180 degrees because it's a triangle. Could you solve this
Yes.
with the things that look alike? There's one x plus another x, that's 2x. 40 plus 10 is 50. Now can you solve this? What do you do next? Ava?
Divide everything by 2.
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Alexa?
Minus 50 on the side.
Subtract 50. So you get 2x equals what? 130. Then what do you do to get x by itself? Divide it by 2. Those cancel out, and x is going to equal what? 65. 65 degrees. It's a lot of work, but all of that stuff inside, you know how to combine like terms, you know how to make it equal to 180. Okay, the last two quick things.
Okay.
It says find the measure of angle A. Well, you in that question before, what did we get for x? We got 65 degrees. Okay? So now it's asking for angle B. Well, angle B is x plus 10. Well, what was x?
75.
What was x?
65.
X was 65 plus 10 is 75. So somebody with their calculator adds 65 plus 75 plus 40,
180.
and you should get 180. Okay? All right.